Alright everyone, Cowboy Trades here. Welcome back to the channel for a quick update on the cryptocurrency market. So Bitcoin and altcoins are in trouble. Let's waste no time and dive right into this. First of all, what is happening in the altcoin market? Well, we warned you on this in the past week or so that if the altcoin market closes beneath 525 billion, then we're going to be setting up for a weekly bearish retest of this downtrending line of resistance. And what have we done? We broke beneath the trend line, and as you can see, we pumped back up to the resistance and broke down from it. So the altcoin market is definitely looking very, very shaky right now. And to top it off for the altcoin market, we're starting off the week with a nice push to the upside for the Bitcoin dominance. So like we stated in the previous video, the Bitcoin dominance is likely to push up to around about 52.9%. And from where we are right now, this is probably about another 6% move where altcoins could get decimated underneath the foot of Bitcoin. So altcoins right now are looking very, very shaky. I've just recorded 2 individual altcoin updates and we will get some more out tomorrow. But this chart to me definitely looks like it wants to break all the way back down and make new bear market lows, potentially pushing all the way down to the 786 Fibonacci, round about 400 billion for the total altcoin market. This would mean wiping out 115 billion or a 22% drop. So that's really what's happening in the altcoin markets. I'm going to make this video today relatively quick. The reason being is because yesterday we made a 15-minute long Bitcoin video. Not too much has changed from that perspective. And the reason why the Bitcoin analysis is going to be relatively short today is because the Bitcoin analysis hasn't changed too much and the equity markets are not open today. So there's only so much we can review today. I don't want to waste your time. Let's just jump into what's important. We talked about the altcoin market. What's happening for Bitcoin? Well, like we also stated in this video, if Bitcoin closed beneath the 200-week moving average, then things were going to look ugly. The 200-week at the time was round about 26,500, and as you can see, we closed a weekly candle beneath it. So we had a bearish engulfing candle underneath the 200-week moving average. We pushed back up and retested it on the weekly time frame, and this week we're up a tiny bit today. Bitcoin's up 1% as of the time of recording this, and it is pushing right back up and retesting the 200-week moving average as we speak. Now, you might be looking at this and thinking, well, we just had a nice wick up to 27,000. What happened over here? Well, let's come over to our next chart and see what's going on from a technical analysis perspective. Well, as you can see, like we detailed in the previous chart, we are retesting the 200-week moving average right now. So let's get rid of this. In terms of the bull market support bands, we're still just sitting on the bull market support band support. On the weekly time frame as well, bull market support bands and EMA ribbons are just beneath us, round about 25,950. On the daily time frame, we're also retesting the long-term moving average of the EMA ribbon, and as you can see, we have pushed all the way up to the top of this descending wedge. Now, you can basically see we've got about 4 major touch points to the upside of this descending wedge. We've got one here, we've got one here, we've got one here, and we've got one here. Now let's correlate this to the stock. Over here, you can see we topped out on the stochastic RSI, round about 95. Over here, you can see we topped out round about 100. And what is the stochastic RSI doing right now? Well, the short-term moving average is pushing up to 100. The only one data point out of these where the stochastic RSI didn't become super overextended was right here at 66. But regardless, for these other 2 major tops, which topped out at the top of this falling wedge pattern, they all correlated with a major overextension over in the daily stochastic RSI. And what are we seeing right now? Well, we're seeing that same overextension. Bitcoin has only been pushing up for a few days or so, but the stochastic RSI has already managed to come up to 98. So in my opinion, in the lower time frames, things are looking like they want to break back down to the downside. This is really what I wanted to show you today. I wanted to give you a quick update, letting you know that the altcoin market closed beneath that major area of resistance. Altcoins are looking weak while the Bitcoin dominance pushes back up. And also Bitcoin is having some pretty significant retests right now after closing beneath the 200-week moving average. Now, Bitcoin has already had a sharp projection from 27,000, but I just want to let you know the top of this falling wedge is 27,300. So it's not impossible to move up a couple of $100 extra from where we've already topped out at 27,000. But my thesis on this is we either proceed to start rolling down at this moment in time, or we push up a tiny bit into tomorrow or today and then proceed to come all the way back down to the bottom of this falling wedge pattern. Now, from a technical perspective, if we do manage to break to the upside of 27,300, flip it as support and push back up to the upside, we obviously do have major resistance coming in at 28,000. That's personally where I think we're going to be capped off at, but the technical analysis price target of this falling wedge is actually up here at 31,000. I personally think, like I said, we're going to break to the downside of this due to all of the other analysis we've been doing in our previous videos. Like I said, I'm going to keep this one short and sweet while the equity markets are closed and my thoughts have really not developed in the past 24 hours. I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to re-go over the same charts that we literally reviewed 24 hours ago, and from a technical analysis perspective, from a price perspective, these have not changed whatsoever. So if you haven't watched my previous 15-minute long video on Bitcoin and altcoins are at critical resistance, we'll dive into this in a little bit more detail. But like I said, my thesis is that we break to the downside after hitting the top of this falling wedge and come down to the price target at 21,130. Now, we do have price targets before this. In the immediate short term, I'm personally targeting this head and shoulders breakdown right here on the dot of 24,100. Remember, on the channel, our first price target was actually this CME gap down here at 24,800. We have hit this. The next price target to keep your eyes on is 24,100. After the head and shoulders at 24,000, once again, remember, we've got this falling wedge price target down at 21,000, but we do have a tiny bit of support round about 23,800. So kind of coming into correlation with the head and shoulders price target at 24,000. To the downside of there, we have a massive CME gap at 20,300, and we do have this beautiful bar pattern which looks like it's developing right now with a price target all the way down at 19,500. So that's all I've got for today, my friends. Like I said, I wanted to keep it short and sweet. My thoughts have not changed dramatically from my previous Bitcoin video that we literally posted about 24 hours ago. So let's give it another 24 hours. Let's see what develops in the altcoin market and Bitcoin now that we've closed beneath these critical resistances. Let's see what happens tomorrow when the equity markets open. I will come back tomorrow with some more analysis for you. Hopefully the markets have warmed up a little bit, but I won't take up any more of your time. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to let me know down below by leaving a like and a comment. Share the videos with your friends. If you want to further support the channel, feel free to click the join button on YouTube and become a member today. Follow me over on Twitter at 618_cowboy. See you tomorrow. See you in the next video. It's been your boy Cowboy Trades. I'm out. Peace.